Shalom. It's been a little bit since I have shared a video, so I'm a little awkward and shy at doing so, but today I'm just going to share a word with you, breaking bread with my family, and what Abba's word says about a lamp and a light. And the word for light is Aur. It is spelled Aleph, Ua, Resh. In Aleph, the letter is like the beginning of the odiot or the alphabet, like A, Aleph. But it's likened to our leader, the beginning. And Ua can be something that connects you, Resh, to the head of man. So Au, like the leader being connected to man's thoughts or the head of man. Then you have the word for lamp, which is Nur, and that's Nun Ua Resh. Well, noon could be an air, a sprouting seed, connected to man, man's thoughts. There are many ways you could go with that, but it's just very similar in how a light, aur, and a lamp are spelled alike, except for the aleph and the noon. So you have a seed sprouting from the number one, the number one, our leader. So Mishle, Proverbs 6:23, it says, for the command, the mitzvah, is a lamp. And the Torah, okay, his word, a light. And reproofs of discipline, the way of Chai, or the way of eternal life, as you know. So we are to walk in the light of Yahuwah. It's the same word that's used in the beginning of Bereshit, Genesis 1:3, that says, and Elohim said, let there be light, and there was light. So it's the light that he puts forth. It's his light. The first time the word Nur for lamp is used is in Shemoth, Exodus 25:37. And you shall make 7 lamps for it, and they shall mount its lamps so that they give light in front of it. So there are 7 lamps. 7 lamps. When you think of the book of Chassan, Revelation 1:20, to the 7 assemblies, the 7 lamps, like the menorah and so on. So think about what the 7 lamps could represent when they're lit. So that's when Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, and told him to speak to the children of Yasharel, which you know is Israel, to take up a contribution for him, everyone whose heart moves him. This was to make him a mikdash, okay, a dwelling place in their midst, so that he dwelt among them, the new Yerushalayim. This is something beyond our comprehension to look forward to, something so beautiful beyond imagination. In Tahlim, Psalm 119:105, the odiot for noon, your debar, okay, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. So it's those same words used again to represent how lamp, okay, and how to walk to his feet, like you're guiding your steps, and a light to my path. So no matter how dark the world can be, that darkness, is that all it takes is that little glimmer of light, right? Just a light to lead you through that darkness. So he's writing his love language in our hearts, like a prescription, right? A prescription that you can't buy. This is a prescription of love, because the biggest disease is of the heart. Hatred. It comes based on circumstance and feelings. And we read that in the end, in the latter days, men's hearts will fail them, because there is no light. It is put out, full of full of wickedness and evil. We're to be the opposite of that, in contrast to. So, what is his debar? What is his word? If his debar, his word, is likened to the Torah, and Messiah is the word made manifest, who comes to take away the sins or the transgressions of the world, then why are we so rebellious and so adamant at going against the very word that we say that we believe in? We are to declare his good news, his good news of trustworthiness and righteousness and deliverance. In Ayub, Job 18:5-6, indeed the light of the wicked goes out. Okay, that's that darkness. There's no light in them. And the flame of his fire does not shine. The light, Ayur, shall be dark in his tent, right? The spiritual light, and his lamp beside him is put out. Ayub, Job 29:2-3. Oh, that I were as in the months past, in the days when Eloah protected me, when his lamp, his nur, shone on my head, when I walked in the dark by his light, his Ayur. It's his light that guides us and directs us into constantly be conformed to his image and walk in his way as his bride. Have to be a Akkad, one. In Mishle, Proverbs 20, verse 27, the spirit, or the word nashma, okay, the spirit is it's a vital breath, a divine inspiration. It's of the mind. It is it's Yahuwah imparting life and wisdom into us. Mr. Duvet just took off. The spirit of a man is the lamp, the nur of Yahuwah, searching all his inmost parts. Now, this is an end time nebuah, prophecy in Isaiah, Yashayahu 2, verse 5. O house of Yaakov, come and let us walk in the light, the hour of Yahuwah. Proverbs 3:5-13. Trust in Yahuwah with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Know him in all your ways and he makes your path straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Revere Yahuwah and turn away from evil. Let me find the rest of that so I can go ahead and read it. I ran out of space. 8-13. It is healing to your navel and moistening to your bones. Esteem Yahuwah with your goods and with the first fruits of all your increase. Then your storehouses shall be filled with plenty, and your vats overflow with new wine. My son, do not despise the discipline of Yahuwah, and do not loathe his reproof. For whom Yahuwah loves, he reproves, and as a father, the son whom he delights in. Baruch is the man who has found wisdom, and the man who gains understanding. So those first fruits are our spiritual fruits that we are producing. And the first one of those would be likened to ahava, to love. Because if we love with pure intention and pure heart, then everything else should flow. It should fall in place. Yashayahu 9, verse 2. The people who were walking in darkness have seen a great light. Upon those who dwell in the land of the shadow of death, a light, Ayur, has shone. So the shadow of death is Teselmuth, which is a thick darkness or gates of darkness. A true light has shone. He has woken us up from our dark, deep spiritual sleep. He puts within us a new spirit, a new heart, not to act like we used to act, not to blend in with the world, if people can't see a difference in you, I mean, that should show. You don't go around like just putting on a show um, to make people see this. It's like what is just truly inside of you. People should see him shine in you. Zechariah 4, 1 through 2. And the messenger, the Malak, who was Dabar, he was speaking to me, came back, and Ayur, he woke me up as a man is awakened. Now, this Ayur, to be awakened, is Ayin Uaresh. Okay, so this is also like the spiritual ah, as a man is awakened from sleep. And he said to me, what do you see? So I said, I have looked and see a menorah, or a lampstand, of all gold with a bowl on top of it, and on the stand 7 lamps, Sheba Ner. Okay, there's that word Ner for lamps, with 7 spouts, Sheba Muska, to the 7 lamps, Ner Sheba Ner. So those words are repeated over and over. His light shines within us, made Kodesh, made clean and pure by his blood, his atoning blood, his atoning sacrifice, Yahushua HaMashiach, and by the Ruach HaKodesh that is poured out on us and in us. In Yashayahu, Isaiah 58:10, go out, get, okay, the nefesh, the innermost being, is hungry. It's hungry. Why is it hungry? Failing strength. The nefesh, Shabbat, satisfy and fill, shoot forth beams. So it's like once we are filled with his seed, like he implants it in us, and then we should be sprouting, right? Those fruits, and we should be sharing them. Ayir, the light of the lamp. Zarak, to rise. Kasek, out of darkness, misery and destruction. Afalah, which is darkness or gloominess. Zohar, a double light, a window. It's like a window into your soul and out of your soul or spirit. It's this purity, it's righteousness, and we're not of that of our own. We must continuously seek and search. Refinery like gold, scrubbed and polished, like oil from olives being filtered to produce a golden oil, given birth, growing in the womb over time until reaching maturity or ripening. In Matthew 6, 21 through 22, for where your treasure is, there your heart shall be also. The lamp of the body is the eye. If therefore your eye is good, all your body shall be enlightened. So if your eye is good, your body shall be enlightened. So what does that say if your eye is bad? Right? Then you're just walking in darkness. Matthew 5, 14 through 15. You are the light of the world. It is impossible for a city to be hidden on a mountain, nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it shines to all those in the house. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it shines to all those in the house. Matthew 17:5. This is at the Moedim, the appointed time, the festival of Sukkot. It's the 7th feast. It's a very, very fun time and exciting to look forward to. This is the marriage supper. While he, Kepha, commonly known as Peter, was still speaking, see, a bright cloud, so like an illuminating light, overshadowed them, and see, a voice came out of the cloud saying, this is my bane, or my son, the beloved, in whom I delight. Hear him. And Yochanan, John 8:12. he says, therefore, Yahushua spoke to them again, saying, I am the light of the world. He who follows me shall by no means walk in darkness, but possess the light of high. So, possessing the light of eternal life. It's like in the garden, right? They were deceived, and they were given two ways. You could either choose the tree of life, or you could choose the tree of, you know, all that other stuff. And sadly, that's what a lot of us have done, you know, being deceived. And instead of just being obedient, we're born into a world where there's a lot of deception, misunderstanding, hard-headedness, stubbornness, rebelliousness. Lucas 11:34 through 36. The lamp of the body is the eye. Therefore, when your eye is good, all your body is enlightened. But when your eye is evil, your body is also darkened. See to it, therefore, that the light which is in you is not darkness. If then all your body is enlightened, having no part dark, all shall be enlightened, as when the bright shining of a lamp gives you light. So the spiritual eye sheds light to the rest of the house or the body, the doorway, the window to the soul. In Mishle, Proverbs 22:9, he who has a good eye is blessed, for he gives his bread to the poor. Breaking bread. Being humble in spirit. Being meek. Loving one another. Hassan, Revelation 18:23. And the light of a lamp shall not shine in you any more at all, and the voice of the bridegroom and bride shall not be heard in you any more at all. For your merchants were the great ones of the earth, for by your drug sorcery all the nations were led astray. Well, remember when we read in Ayub 29, Job 29? Oh, that it were as I were in months past, as in the days when Eloah protected me, when his lamp shone on my head, when I walked in the dark by his light. Well, here, the bride and the bridegroom are not going to be heard anymore. They were led, or they were deceived into this other way, right? That they chose the other tree. Revelation 21:22 through 25. And I saw no Mishkan in it, okay, or dwelling place. For Yahuwah El Shaddai is its Mishkan and the Lamb. And the city had no need of the sun, nor of the moon to shine in it, for the esteem of Elohim lightened it, and the Lamb is its lamp. And the nations of those who are saved, Yeshah, shall walk in its light, and the sovereigns of the earth bring their esteem into it. And its gates shall not be shut at all by day, for night shall not be there. Revelation 22, verse 4 through 5. And they shall see his face, and his name be upon their foreheads. So think about what is in your forehead. The amygdala, however you pronounce it, like a spiritual, it's your brain, your command center, your spiritual lamp. And night shall be no more, and they have no need of a lamp or a light of the sun, because Yahuwah Elohim shall give them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. Okay, verse 14. Okay, at the end book says, blessed are those doing his commands. What is doing his commands, right? You're being obedient to his word and following it the best that you know how to follow. Not for show, but for pure intention of heart, giving him all esteem. You hear those beautiful doves over there? Just love them. reminds me of the Ruach, right? The dove descended or ascended. So that the authority shall be theirs unto the tree of high, or the tree of eternal life, and to enter through the gates into the city. Why is it a way of high? The lamp and the light. It's an entrance, like into the gate. John 1, 4 through 9. In him was Kai, eternal life. And the Kai was the light of men. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from Elohim, whose name was Yochanan. This one came for a witness, to bear the witness of the light, that all might believe through him. He was not that light, but that he might bear witness of that light. He was the true light, which enlightens every man coming into the world. And the last one I'll read. This is by no means a complete study on these words, but Tahalim, Psalm 38:10. My heart is throbbing, my strength has forsaken me, and the light, the ayir of my eyes, okay, the fountain in which your eyes open, also is not within me. So, what are we seeking? What are we searching for? Are we just going through life day by day, just going on about like all of our normal activities and being caught up in all the things of the world and getting distracted by news, all the things that keep us enslaved, like animals being caught in a cage, experimented on, thinking that they have freedom because they're given a little food and a little water and they're kept alive, but not knowing that they're really caught until they're released and they realize that they have the freedom of being out and having a life like they were meant to have. I don't know if that makes any sense or it sounds like I'm just rambling right now, but Psalm 27:1. Yahuwah is my light and my deliverance. Whom should I fear? Yahuwah is the refuge of my life. Whom should I dread? No one, right? There's some dark times and some evil things that go on. But where do we put our trust? He is our light. He lights our lamp. It takes, a relationship takes two people. It can't be one-sided. So while you may have an invitation, did you just kind of throw it off to the side? Did you put it on the counter? Did you even open it? You know, have you accepted it? A marriage proposal, the potential spouse has the option to say yes or no. You're given a extended hand of a second chance, favor, and grace. You just have to be willing to be committed, be a cod one, and not whore in all of the adultery and idolatry and all the things that we've been brought up doing. So my hope is that this little message is given to whoever needs to hear it, and that you do receive something from it. I'm not the greatest always at explaining things, or in my mind, I can't just get out what I want to really say. I get a little shy at that, but it is my hope and my heart that you seek Him and search Him with all of your heart, and that His light shine in you. And for those of you that are already, you're in the belief, you've been spiritually awakened, continue. Continue your walk no matter how hard it gets, because you know what? Yahuwah is our leader. So you do not have to fear man. May Yahuwah send barakah on your day and your week ahead. I love you. Ahaba and Yahushua HaMashiach. Shalom.